Well, can you tell what it is yet? We're on box 46. We're back onto customer sets. Gentleman from Sheffield. He has sent a box of, well, he's come over personally with a box of 6 sets, and we're going to start with his Commtron, which he's had from new forever. I'm going to start by finding a pen. No idea what the date is. Commtron CB40F. It's Julian box 42, I think. Did I say box 46? I said box 46. Right. What's this piece of paper say? So this is in the original styro, and it's got the instruction book in there, which we do have on file. And the original mic, which we rarely see a working example of. So we'll put that on one side. So as ever, we'll be doing these every other. So we'll do customer repair, one of our jobs, customer repair, and so on. So he sent in 6 sets. 2 of them are new ones for optimization. I'm only going to show one of those. When we come to it, I think it's a Thunderpole 3000. There's no point showing 2. So we'll just breeze on with that. So we'll get this connected up. I'll jot down the serial number. Now, because he sent 2 of these in, I'm going to do them both. This is 708 7761. It's November 81, so this is kind of day 1 of legalisation, which I recall was the 4th of November 1981. This is the styrofoam one, because he's got another one in a box which is just in bubble wrap, and that's the one he's bought subsequently for his son. So this one should work pretty closely and just want a bit of pulling up. I shouldn't be taking the screws out. I think we'll run through it first. Just take that one out while I'm at it. So connect up to the test gear. When we're doing on the air test, I'll do this with the original mic and then with our standard coffin mic. I'm not used to these plastic plugs, I'm used to the metal ones we use. There we go, and it's on channel 20. So it's doing 2.8 watts. Put it on channel 40, where it's doing 2.6 watts. Channel 1, 2.57 watts. Low power, we'll go back to channel 20, it should be 400 milliwatts. It's 310 milliwatts, not far out. Transmit current 1.055. That's a lot for the power output. Deviation. Wallow. Actually seems low. Now, I say we've got some problems with the deviation meter on this test set. Let's put picture in picture on. I can see I haven't put it on. Wallow. Wallow. I'll have to do this off the video because I can't. The other deviation meter I can't really put in the video. So we'll come back to that. We won't be doing that. The frequency we will do 2779093. So not noticeably off frequency, but we'll pull that up. So let's go over to the receive. 2779093 to be absolutely fair. So I'll just go back into transmit. Now you see I've just pressed the camera 2 button, it didn't happen. 79093. Now on the receive 27790. You have fine, coarse and very coarse on this signal generator. Okay, we're spot on there. So with 1 microwatt, let's see if we're getting anything. Yep, we are. Put the standard meter on. We'll switch on to that. So right now we've got 1.9 for 10, 1.5 for 20. Should be able to bring this up a bit. They're usually round about 1. What are we on? 10, 6.8. Full squelch. It's 3 millivolts, which is too high. I'll go over to the attenuator for this. I will. We'll put it on standby at 0.3 of a microvolt. We'll turn the squelch down to threshold. Set the squelch to threshold. Point 0.62. It's not deaf. You can. What can we hear it down to? Even without servicing. You can hear it down to 0.3 microvolts. So, meter when you key up says 3.8, so it's lying. S9, it's showing 5. Now these aren't always adjustable, and I'm not modifying it. So 1, it's point. For S9, it is 100, 300, 740 millivolts. Just PA. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2. Why am I getting out of the? 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. So it's controllable with the volume, but it comes through both speakers, which is. I knew there was some anomaly, so it does work. Switches work. Potentiometers work. Mic works. Other than the speaker. Right, so let's get into it. So I'm hoping we can improve it for him. I don't know whether it ever was optimised, or whether he's just used it as it's come and lived with it all these years. Excellent. Right. So we'll put the that one on. Here we go. Unplug the extension speaker. There's a bit of wax in there, which there shouldn't be. It's got in from the VCO bit. Well, I'll tell you what, we've just gained what? 2.7. Still 2.7. Still 2.7. 2.7 in a bit. Try and get these. It's gone over the 3 now. .5 in a bit. Four. Right, let's just see where we are on the other channels. So channel 40. So what I'm going to do, we're going to just adjust. And bring it up on this. Go to channel 1. Go to channel 40. No, it's not going to be a perfect balance. Let's go back one stage. See whether that helps. No, more of a discrepancy. Right, so we're spot on 4 watts on channel 20. On channel 40, we're at 3.9, and on channel 1, we're at 4.05. So I've tried my best to balance that. It's actually more balanced, and incredibly, let's go back to channel 20, it's drawing less current. So we're now at 1.020 for nearly twice the power. So low power is now 360 milliwatts. it's now 400 milliwatts. Once again, I will just look at the deviation. I don't think it's going to be, wow, I can't risk where this is. We'll set it, but I'll probably have to reset it. So it's the lower one of the two. Wallow, wallow, wallow. So I've set that, but I'm going to look at it on another meter later. So the power, transmit power, let's go on to height, does help, is now reading 5 point something, so we'll just drop that. So it's dead on the 4 into the dummy load in the test set. Remember, when you put it on an error, it could read 1, it could read banging across. It means no difference to the power it gives out, it's just relative to SWR, etc. Let's seal those back up. Right, back to putting the extension speaker back in, wherever I've hidden it. Okay, we'll start with the oscilloscope. So we'll put the appropriate camera on, switch the bench light off, do the detector, just turn the volume down a bit so we can get a more meaningful display. Now these types of sets can really suffer with the detector drifting, and that is absolutely spot on as it was. So it's funny that one set is fine, the next set isn't. Let's go over to the synod meter, see if we can get a bit more out of the receiver. It would be nice if we could. I'll tell you what we'll do. Before we do that, we'll put it on frequency. Will it go that little bit more? You know, folks, it will. Right, back to the synod meter, and we'll reset the frequency cap. We'll reset the signal generator to be the exact frequency that the radio is now on. Okay, that's there. Fingers crossed. Wow, that was a good improvement. That was already spot on. Let's put the signal up for this one. signal for this one. Back to the first one. There we go. Let's get a new reading. So, for 12 dB, it's 1.4. For 10 dB, it's 0. See if we can change scales. It's 0.95. And for 20 dB, it's now 3. So there's more sensitive sets. These are competent, and the sound reading isn't the be all and end all. Like I demonstrated with the capacitor, which has been added for tone difference or improvement to the previous user's mind on the Kerno Beta 1100 yesterday. We can get better cyanide reading by taking out the treble content, but I don't want to take the treble content out, and these don't have a tone control, so it has to be a bit of an average. So let's see what we can actually hear the radio down to now, because that's a significant improvement. And let's turn it to the one kilo. I'll go to 1 microvolt, so we can all hear that easily. And then I'll go to the 400 hertz tone. When I'll go to 0.3 microvolt. Now, before I tuned it, I could just hear 0.3. I can now hear 0.22. So, you know, it's not deaf. Now then, let's have a look at the squelch. It was a bit harsh. Oh, it's one of those, is it? So we're on minimum. Let's see how that works. That's better. That's a lot better. So I'm at 100 and... let's check which scale I'm on. 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It's 190. So it does at least open. And now at the more sensitive end, switch the signal generator to standby, parts it at 0.3 of a microvolt, turn the squelch down on the radio, set threshold on the radio, signal generator back on. So it's coming in at 0.4 of a microvolt. Or give it, no, say point, depends where I put my hand. We'll say it's coming in at 0.5. Good. Yeah, it's a nice solid set, that, and you can see it's not been thrashed. So I'll take a pause. I'm just going to have to put another deviation meter on. I just can't get that on the bench and show you at the same time. And we'll just check that, and we'll come back to it after tea. Okay, so I've done the deviation with another meter. So what it leaves us with the possibility that there may be a adjustment for the for the S meter, but I doubt it. It's either on the back of the meter or it's instead of the low power. So I'll just check. that could be over tight. No, it's not over tight. Just that it's snapped the thingy. No, so it's a non-adjustable meter on this one, and it needs to stay that way, because I bet when I come to his other one, that will be. This is early production, and they hadn't done that. So let's see where the meter is now it's been retuned. It's 850 millivolts. Where was it before? Or am I misreading it? It's 850 millivolts. Lovely. Well, that's a really nice set. And it's so rare we get to see those mics. Right, we'll put the lid on it. It's got a bend in the case. You know, if this wasn't so nicely finished, I'd be putting that in the vise and straightening it out, but I don't want to. So I won't do his next set. I don't know what I'll be doing next, but I won't be doing his other Commtron 40 because you don't want to see consecutive sets the same. So we'll move on to something else. I'll just pull them out as they come out. Good. Thinking of Sheffield, I've just ordered some 3/16 steel rod to make some pins for the organ shutters. I don't know why they're missing, but they're all missing. I think that they've used screws instead of pins, and I don't think that's good. Right, well that's worked out nice, so I'll just put it on its own speaker. Yep. And now onto the aerial. I say on every video it's an Antron 99 fiberglass, or it might be Solarcon 99, 18 foot, mounted on the wall just above gutter height on a single story building. And people say to me, what area have you got at base? So we've said it again. 1 nano, roger. Was that I can see why you're retired, or why you're tired? Right, there we go. So that's, where's our bench cookie gone? There it is. And we'll do an on-the-air test in the not too distant future. So that's the first out of box CB40F did I say? Yes. Tick off that. So I hope you enjoyed seeing a 1981 Commtron 40, just a retune, and I bet he's going to be really chuffed to have 4 watts instead of 2.8. Thanks for watching.